What's up, squad? Back with another video. I seen that's how it's going down. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe button for me, please. Y'all seen in the title. Let's get right into it.
We need to find moral clarity, you know, in this country. And I just remember after January 6th, you had someone like Mitch McConnell placing the blame on January 6th where it belonged, squarely on Donald Trump's shoulders. And then you started seeing people backtrack that and losing their moral center. You had Condoleezza Rice, I believe, on this very show saying, you know, we need to move on from January 6th. I say no. You don't move on, because January 6th was an atrocity. It was one of the worst moments in American history. And when you think about the worst moments in American history, you know, like World War II, things that happened, you know, like the Holocaust, chattel slavery.
9/11.
We need to never forget, because past becomes prologue if you forget any race.
I want to ask you, Alyssa, because
there's a lot of things. Like, my thing is, like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. My thing is with this whole thing is that why are they so stuck on the past? I feel like they want to do anything possible to talk low down on Trump. I really think that's what it is. They doing anything possible to talk low down on Trump. It's crazy.
watching your evolution, when you look back, what goes through your mind?
I've been thinking a lot about this. I'll always be proud of Mike Pence for doing the right thing, but it's also an incredibly low bar. It's simply fulfilling the Constitution, just as Kamala Harris is going to do today, as Al Gore did before her. People have lost, and they've put the Constitution over their political ambitions. I have to say, I think there were warning signs, though, that we would be where we are today. And most Americans were not comfortable with January 6th. They thought it was bad. They thought it was awful. But for 4 years, they said, guys, we are hurting. The cost of living is too high. We are concerned about the border. I predicted here 6 months ago we were careening to Donald Trump's inauguration. People needed to listen that, yes, democracy matters, but if you can't pay your bills, it's hard to care about something as nebulous as democracy. And I think that the warning signs were there. And I say this with due respect to Joe Biden. I didn't disagree with a word he said in that op-ed, but people were saying we have concern about your age. He waited till August and then gave Kamala Harris.
Okay, let's stop right there, and then we gonna go back into that. Let's stop right there. Okay, let's start here, y'all. My thing is with the whole J6. Okay, let's start here. BLM. Let's start there. BLM. What I don't get from this show is that they want to do anything and everything if it has something to do with Trump. It's like they're obsessed with Trump. That's the first thing. My thing is that the whole BLM thing, this has happened not only in one state, but there were worse riots, and I'm probably going to get hate for this, obviously. But me personally, I always say this, the whole BLM thing, there were plenty of riots everywhere. When I say everywhere, in a lot of states, even here in Indianapolis, it was bad. You know what I mean? And for them to go back, and keep saying, stuff about J6 and stuff like that it's like they're too stuck in the past. When something, it's like, you had this thing that's, they see that's bad with Trump. And then when the next thing that's bad with Trump, it's just like they're just stuck in the past with everything that has something to do with Trump. And they be making me mad because it's like, bro, my thing is everything that y'all talk about on this show, and I feel like this is one reason that Kamala lost. One of the reasons is just because it shows like this that's so focused on what Trump, what Trump is doing and how they feel about Trump, a bunch of opinions on Trump, rather than talk about the situations that the Democratic Party is failing in. What the Democratic Party, that's where they messed up at. They were so focused on what Trump is doing. Oh, he's doing this. They're talking about his wife and his kids and this, that, and the other, when they can be sitting there talking about things that actually matter. And I don't get that. I don't get that out of these ladies whatsoever.
But people were saying we have concern about your age. He waited till August and then gave Kamala Harris this runway to run for president. All the warning signs were there. This was Democrats. They had the chance to stop Donald Trump from being inaugurated. And here we are. But I hope people don't. I hope the whitewashing of January 6th ends. It wasn't right. It never will be, no matter how much people lie about it. But this was avoidable in my mind.
Well, and I think that it's an important thing is
and to the situation with, Biden's age and stuff like that. I look at the fact that, because a lot of people always, they constantly bringing up this age thing, this, that, and the other. I'm gonna let them keep on talking because I don't want to, because then I'm gonna have to go into a whole bunch of things. So I'm gonna let them talk
every year.
I know some of y'all be getting mad when I talk a lot anyway. So it's
not
good.
to compare it to 9/11 because, again, it's not an equivalent, but there are people alive today, including my niece, that didn't know 9/11. So when you talk to anyone that was alive during that time, you have a visceral fear response that takes you back there. January 6th and watching the videos that were playing out on screen, it shook you to the core.
Absolutely.
There will be a time when people will not know this unless they read about it, unless they're taught it. And hopefully we continue to show video every year on January 6th, because I won't tell you how to feel. You just watch that video.
But I feel like in that I feel like more so, like not even trying to, if they gonna do that, they might as well show the other riots that had happened. They keep on talking about how, attacking the police and this, that, and the other, and this, bro. At one point in time, bro, and it's still people to this day that carry that sticker on their cars and their homes and stuff like that. And as soon as they see a Trump flag or this, that, and the other, it's a problem. You know what I mean? And it's just, I hate all of that, bro. Like, I really do. And I know hate is a strong word, but it's just like, it gets on my nerves that, they talk about these things, but they don't talk about the other. And it's just like, you're very one-sided. And I know people going to say, oh, you can't compare the J6 and the BLM. I know some people going to say, but I can. You know what I mean? It's my opinion. And it's really facts. It's not just one place that this has happened. This was on multiple occasions, multiple states, multiple days of mass destruction, downtown areas everywhere. You know what I mean? And on top of that, I feel like with this J6 stuff, it was more into it. The videos that I seen, it was way more into it. And y'all know I got videos out on my opinion about that. And it ain't even really my opinion. It's literally facts out there. It's videos about actually what happened during that time. It's crazy.
Being out of bounds, regardless of what party you're on. And I know a ton of people that are not rewriting this, that may have voted for Donald Trump, that are lifelong Republicans, who still say January 6th was a disgrace. So it is one thing that we can all agree on and need to remember every anniversary.
What do you think, Anna?
I'm incredibly grateful to the January 6th committee. I'm incredibly grateful to the members of that committee, including Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger, the two Republicans who agreed to serve on it, because no matter how much they try to rewrite it, erase it, whitewash it, just lie about it, the truth is in that report, and it will stand.
Record.
It will stand the test of time. I'm also very grateful to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris for putting democracy first, Constitution first. A few days ago, Kamala Harris was swearing in as vice president. She swears in the newly elected senators. It included senators like Ted Cruz. It included senators like Dave McCormick from Pennsylvania, who attacked her. But you see, it's not about her. It's about the Constitution.
And every vice president does that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I don't get. Every vice president does that, right? So, like, regardless, like, I feel like these ladies, they're always going to have an issue with something. They're always going to make something seem, a certain way that it's not. I don't get that at all, bro. I really don't get that. And I don't understand it. She's talking about she's not worried about, it's not about herself and this, that. Like, come on with that. I mean, honestly, bro.
And she's going to perform her duty today. And she's not just the vice president. She's also the woman who lost to Donald Trump. But she is a mature adult, not a toddler having a
She called her a mature adult. We're talking about Kamala Harris. Y'all know me. If y'all go look back before the election on the videos that I put out, and she's going to call that woman mature? No.
She is a leader who understands
leader.
that it is country first. She's going to go to the swearing in. and watch him swear in, unlike what
Something
he
that he did not
in
do.
4 years.
I think we're
question.
missing something, if I could say real quick. We're missing something in the moment, though. I heard from a lot of people, because I've testified before the committee, I've testified before the Department of Justice. I met a lot of people who are like, we'll never like January 6th. It was never okay, but they were still voting on the issues that impact them the most. And I think it's very hard if someone says, I had more money when this person was in office, to say, but you have to care about democracy, or you have to care about the attack on the Capitol.
Well, you do, because if you don't have a democracy, you're not going to be getting you're not going to get the job. I mean, we'll never probably ever agree on this, because Joe Biden, you know, the guy who's in now is now the oldest cat. I haven't heard anybody say anything about his cognitive.
I did throughout the whole campaign. I said they're both too old.
Well, you know, but to say he should have gotten out earlier, I don't know that anybody knows when somebody should have done something. That's all. Now, for me, it's all in the past. The things.
Let me go back. So make sure I'm hearing.
Throughout the whole campaign, I said they're both too old.
Well, you know, but to say he should have gotten out earlier, I don't know that anybody knows when somebody should have done something. That
How does that make sense though? Like everybody's seen, the doctor's seen that. Like, I'm just confused on like how that's common sense. That's common sense. It was young kids even knowing like, oh, Joe Biden, he's lost it. Like he needs to step, he needs to back. Like I'm confused, bro. Look at Alyssa's face. I know she's sitting there confused, and I'm not a fan. I'm just saying.
It's all now, for me, it's all in the past. The things that were concerning these folks did not concern me, and the things that were concerning me didn't.
And they're steady saying this is all in the past, but they're still talking about the past. This show is just full of, of course, you know what I mean? But this show is literally full of like the past. They're never working on or like trying to make things better. You know what I mean? That's why when I honestly don't know who can actually sit down and agree with these ladies and like, oh yeah, I love this show. Like I don't
concern
how
these
could you?
folks. So there were lots of reasons why this happened. I just say it happened, and now we move forward. However,
now we move forward, but however, I'm telling you, it's like it's never ending with these ladies. They're stuck in the past. You know what I mean? They're stuck in the past, and honestly, it's something that will forever, be. And it's my job, to call them out on it, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. As long as I can. But it's crazy. I don't know. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Let me know y'all comments and thoughts down below on this. Catch y'all next one.